the ultimate actionable guide of anchoring a ship. Anchoring is a frequent operation on board as loading and unloading a cargo. But in spite of being a frequent operation, the number of incidents related to anchoring never seems to reduce. That is when many minor incidents never comes to light to wider audience. The truth is that even after being a routine operation, effective way of anchoring is not a child play. How an anchor holds the ship. When an anchor is dropped, the crown of the anchor is the first hit the sea bottom. As the ship moves back, the flag takes its position and aims itself into a seabed. It does not matter from what height the anchor is dropped, the crown will always hit the bottom first. The flags will only dig into the seabed. Once the ship moves up, and flags are facing downwards into the sea bottom. Holding powers of anchors. All other factors being common, there are three things that affect holding power of anchors. First, the construction of anchor. Second, nature of seabed. And third, the scope of the cable. Preparing for anchoring. Preparing the vessel for anchoring can start days before arrival. This is when a master check the charts for market anchorage area days before arrival. Anchor station. Anchor station should be ready forward. Well in advance, the anchor party should make the inspection of the anchor windlass. They should also ensure that the drive, hydraulic power packs, or electric power running the lashing of both. The anchor should be removed even if it pre-decide about which anchor will be used. Anchoring the anchorage position. The most critical factor while approaching anchoring position is the speed of the vessel. Engines must be ready at tested will advance. The speed of the vessel should be under control. Anchoring methods. As we know, there are two ways an anchor can be dropped to the seabed. First, by letting go. Second, by walking back. Each of these ways has its advantage, and in most of the cases, it is up to be description of master how he wants to anchor. But there are certain conditions which are the no option but to choose a particular methods.
The following are the safety precautions when bunkering at sea. But before we proceed, let us define what is bunkering. Now, the word bunker is used extensively in defense forces and is used to define an area to store and safeguard personnel and supplies, such as fuel, ammunition, food. It was derived from the Scottish word bank, which means a reserve set or bench. Bunkering operation has three stages, which the first one is the preparation, the second one is the perform, and the last stage is the wrap up. Now, the first stage, which is the preparation. The chief engineer should calculate and check which bunker oil tanks are to be filled after he or she receives confirmation from the shore office about the amount of fuel to be accepted. It might be required to empty some tanks and transfer the oil from one tank to other. This is required to prevent the mixing of two oils and prevent incompatibility between the previous oil and the new oil. The sounding of other fuel storage tank should be also taken to keep a record of fuel already present on board. This will help the ship's officer in case of any valve is leaking and the bunker oil is being transferred to an unwanted tank. A meeting should be held between the members that will take part in the bunkering process, and they should be explained about the following: which tank are to be filled, sequence order of tanks to be filled, how much bunker oil is to be taken, bunkering safety procedures, emergency procedures in case of spill occurs, and responsibilities of each officer are explained. Now, the second part of the bunkering operation is the procedure. During the start of the bunker, the pumping rate is kept low. This is done to check that the oil is coming to the tank to which the valve is open. The ship staff must track the sounding of selected bunkering tank, and other tanks are not involved in the operation, to ensure oil is only going to the selected tank. After confirming the oil is coming to the proper tank, the pumping rate is increased as agreed before. Generally, only one tank filling is preferred because gauging more than one tank at a time increases the chances of overflow. The maximum allowable to each tank is filled is 90%, and when the tank level reaches about the maximum level, the barge is told up to pump at low pumping rate to top up the tank, and then the valve of other tank is open. Now the last part of bunkering operation, which is the wrap up. Once the bunker is finished, it is a general practice to air bleed the bunkering supply line for discharging all the oil trapped in the pipelines. At this stage, ensure all signing pipes caps are closed, and keep a watch on those storage tank vents which are at its maximum limit. Now, those are the safety precautions when exchanging or bunkering at sea. Thank you.